NoCo's goalkeeper with another save as that shot looked like it was going just wide.
Yeah, some of these guys don't have jerseys. They told me they're mixing and matching, getting things going for the year. Yeah, goalkeeper just has to go with the much different colored shirt.
Absolutely. NoCo looking to respond here as that's chased into the corner.
Yeah, a few buffs don't have jersey numbers themselves, though. For the most part, we have it down. Over there in the corner is one of the few that doesn't have it, number 4. But pass it over there.
Pass it over to Max Roberts, number 37. Colorado going the other way. That's number 3, Grant Coleman, chasing this one down. Coleman out to the right side. Field kick, and they score! Colorado on the board first. That was number 36, Trent Wabshall, with the first goal of the game for Colorado.
Yeah,
Not even 5 minutes in.
Pretty high back line for NoCo today, and that probably isn't the best way you want to go about it when you have only 11 guys. You're going to get tired. You've got to kind of play defensive, and for the Buffs, that's a big first goal, just to get out in front, get the upper hand.
NoCo feeling this pressure early.
For the Buffs, this is the game 1 of the 2025 season. Team Black already has played twice. Team Gold on the road, but this is game 1.
So NoCo looking to respond here. Buffs defense all over them. That shot was deflected way, way wide left.
Yeah, and just to clarify any confusion, this is Team White. I know they're in black jerseys, and it was funny because Team Black had to wear white jerseys because they played Colorado State in their darker greens. But with Northern Colorado in their whites, with navy shorts, Buffs have to go with the opposite color of their team name.
Bit of confusion here, especially amongst the folks here in the stands. The stoppage here looks like offsides, and it will be NoCo ball. Buffs bench very vocal on this last call, as they should be.
Yeah, very excited to get back here. Final season of me covering club sports on campus. It's such a grown to love. And soccer is kind of the opening act, and then you get into hockey season, there's baseball, there's lacrosse, all coming to you live via ScoBuff Sports on our YouTube. And we're starting out with some soccer this week. We'll have some more in the future, both men's and women's.
Yes, sir. Been an absolute pleasure having you here, Harrison. I've learned so much. Now going this way is Grant Coleman, and that pass is broken up. And NoCo going the other way. It's number 10. Field. Colorado in a bit of a tangle. That's Carson Abbott. Colorado ball in the corner. Played back out to number 13. That is Logan Nicoli. Ball kicked out of bounds just in front of our broadcast booth. And a throw in here by Ryan Beck.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not much of a booth. Kind of wish we had the whole forklift.
Absolutely. We'll call it a table. Foul called, and it will be NoCo's ball. Goalkeeper coming out for the throw-in.
So for Team White, John Robinson, the head coach, it's his first year as a coach at CU, but he has 30-plus years of playing experience. He spent 10 years as a ref, played abroad in South Africa, and has coached and managed 4 consecutive GRSL champions.
It's an incredible stack of feats.
GRSL meaning Gainesville Regional Soccer League, so that's into the Appalachian region.
Yes, sir. Colorado charging downfield. Another goal opportunity, but Noco coming away. He's kicked the other way. On number 46. Ball is loose again. Bit of a scramble. It's taken away by Coleman. Coleman now over to 22. Pass is broken up. Carson Abbott trying to get that one across to Coleman.
Yeah, Buff's definitely already starting to tire out these Bears. It's going to be a tough day if they really, obviously playing with 11 guys and unable to substitute. And Buff's definitely the more aggressive team so far.
Going to tire out Noco early. Bit of a trip up in front of the net. Side the goal zone. On the far side now. Number 34 for Colorado. Buffs coming the other way. There's a long shot. Save. Noco's goalkeeper. He kicks this one out toward midfield. And racing for it.
Yeah, this is a crucial stretch of play. I mean, Buff's obviously looking to get out ahead 2-0. That would be backbreaking in terms of the fatigue and just the mental aspect of today's game. Noco already playing a little bit at a disadvantage. So if Noco can find an equalizer, that's obviously going to give them some juice just, internally. But if the Buffs can go ahead and score quickly once again, we may have an early finish today.
Another big opportunity here. Noco's goalkeeper charging towards this one. He's saved nonetheless. Noco kicking it the other way. Buffs racing for it. Out comes number 4 for Colorado. That's the left side.
Yeah, we have names on both rosters. We have both entire teams, but obviously the difficulty being the numbers and correlating each name to a jersey.
Absolutely, it's very tough, especially since we could have looked online, I'm sure.
Well, we did. We did what we could. I reached out to each coach and talked to them before the game, and they had rosters, but fortunately, I would have to go up to every player at a certain point to make sure we get everybody down.
Yeah, absolutely. Corner kick. In. Colorado jumping up. Put that one high. That corner kick for number 46. Deflected. And Noco coming the other way.
Yeah, Noco's keeper making a tough decision, going up and punching that out. Good job by him so far today. Obviously, there's the one goal, but it wasn't necessarily his fault. Defense just got toasted by the Buffs' attack. But other than that, he's looked pretty solid.
Another chance for Colorado here on the breakaway. 2-on-1. That's into the right corner. Another shot. That was Coleman out in front. That's deflected wide to the left.
Yeah, a bit too hot for Coleman there. Wasn't sure if he was trying to pass it off to, that was number 40 down on that far side, or try to take the shot on right away. But either way, there's some indecision there messing with the Buffs' opportunity.
Buffs coming the other way now. On the far left side is Logan Nicoli. This one into Noco's territory. This one centering pass to Coleman. It's kicked out by number 22 on Noco. Back in for 46. Ryan Beck tried to keep it in, and it's lost again. Colorado needs to reset. Back in the zone. Here's Beck. Beck charging on the net. He shoots and scores! Ryan Beck with the second goal today for the Buffaloes. Right out in front, just to the right side of that net. And we have a 2-0 game for the Buffs here at home.
Yeah, Beck's looked really solid. This Buffs attack, very much the more aggressive side, the more decisive side, besides that one opportunity earlier. But Beck didn't think twice there.
Buffs not slowing down one bit, knowing that they have those substitutions in place should they need them. just over 12 minutes into half number 1. Milko looking to capitalize, down by 2. Right into a herd of Buffs. It's an opportunity here, one-on-one, and it's a beautiful save by Ryan Hendrickson. Buffs maintain possession in their own zone. Here's Ryan Beck, latest goal scorer here for Colorado, out at midfield. And he's going to do a long pass out toward Coleman, and Coleman will get it at the right side. Coleman centering pass, number 40 out in front. That shot just wide to the left.
Yeah, had to stop it on a dime there. Did decently, but just moved off, put him off kilter enough. Didn't allow the most accurate shot.
And now another kick for the NoCo goaltender. Inside 32 to go now in half number 1. Left side of his net. Long kick out to midfield. Headbutt by Beck. Corner is number 4. Colorado maintains possession. Here's Nicoli charging up the left side. Colorado maintaining possession. That long pass, it's one-on-one. Grant Coleman tried to get a shot off, but it's deflected wide to the right.
Okay. Again, apologies if, similar to the last game, we've had a little bit of technical difficulties with our video. It's a hot one. We're going to get a tent the next time we're out here to manage the weather a little bit better. But camera, I imagine, isn't having its best day of work.
No, absolutely. All of our equipment's kind of baking out here. We tried to cover it the best we could, but it is a challenge out here with this direct sun at a mile above sea level.
Yeah, we came into today thinking it might have some rain that messes with today, or at least some cloud coverage.
We had a little bit of cloud coverage this morning when I woke up around.
But now the weather's
9:30
beautiful.
a.m.
I mean, it's perfect for some soccer, but obviously not the best conditions when you're working with, stainless steel, metal objects, and having to use them in very high-tech ways.
Yeah, electronics do not do well here in the warm weather and the direct sunlight. Nonetheless, we will do our best to bring you as best of a broadcast we can today, ladies and gentlemen, as this play is whistled dead, but ball stays with Colorado. Going the other way now is Beck. Beck out of midfield, shot, or pass deflected rather.
Yeah, NoCo's defense has made some nice plays today. Made some good deflections, but just relentless attacking from the
Another
Buffs.
shot on the net, and they score. I don't know if this. We'll see if this one counts.
It should. No flag was raised, and it's 3-0 Colorado. I mean, that was number 40. We can't say who it was for sure, but we have a nice selection of names. So, who do we think?
Ooh,
I'm not trying to profile anyone today, but if you had to guess who scored number 40, who do you think is the number 40 guy here among those names?
Let's take a look. I gotta go. I'm gonna go Jack Eggstrom. Just throwing a wild one out there.
Maybe you're right.
We'll see we'll see. If you do, folks, if you do know who scored that goal, feel free to drop it in the live chat. We'd love to hear.
Yeah, ideally someone would come over here and say their name, like, "Oh, Jack, get the ball over here," and then we'd be able to find out, because all the names are unique. We got guys like Gabriel Mosh, Stefano Curto, Owen Ooms, but
Very interesting roster
not
here.
sure for sure. Yeah, but we got about 12 guys with numbers and 9 guys without. So obviously we will work on that as the season progresses.
Absolutely.
It's obviously day 1.
Gentleman's kicked out of bounds and thrown in by NoCo plays this one. That's number 22, Carson Abbott. Abbott again over to Logan Nicole.
A little cloud coverage.
Yeah, the little cloud cover that we've gotten today at certain points is definitely a warm welcome. Should I say a cool welcome? Now Ryan Beck charging down the right side, looking for help. This is a centering pass intended for Grant Coleman. And picked up into the corner by number 36, that's Trent Wapshaw.
Yeah, and taking a look at the stream once more. A lot of freezing at this point, so we're just going to treat it like a radio call today. It's all good.
Yes, sir.
Once again, the heat shouldn't be too much more heat, at least this fall, as we head towards, late September.
Absolutely. Beautiful scoring opportunity there. As Coleman kept this one in for his team, but it's going to be NoCo desperately trying to clear this out, and they will. Back out toward midfield. Beautiful play by NoCo's.
Yeah, Bears really got a piece together, comeback. It's been tough for them to really get anything in the attacking third. It's been, they have to kind of keep their defensive line pretty far back to deal with Buff's approach.
Trip up on Bears in Colorado's zone, and now coming the other way.
Yeah, the Buffs just keeping form a lot better. The Bears a little bit disorganized, allowing a lot of these runs.
Coleman centering pass intended for number 40. Zone cleared out by number 37, Max Roberts. There's a shot way high and wide to the right, and that went on to the neighboring field behind our main field here at Kit.
Yeah, a little bit surprised we haven't had too many balls headed towards us. We had plenty last game. This game, both teams a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more free-flowing. Whereas last game, Rocky Mountain Showdown, that's a tense rivalry. Lots of battles.
Yet another in-state rival. This shot goes high and wide over the net.
Ooh, that one's headed all the way towards midfield. That poor guy just ran out there to get the first one. And just got back to his spot.
Good on you, good sir. We appreciate it. I'm sure the players do likewise.
There are, several balls. I think they are bringing in a new one to keep the game going. But 20 minutes down, Buffs have looked on point today.
Absolutely. 3-0 here against a very small Northern Colorado Bears squad. Long kick out toward midfield. Trip up. Now it's taken by number 46 for Colorado. Here's Ryan Beck. Out past midfield, charging up toward the right side. This one over to Coleman. Coleman pass. The number 40 plays whistle dead.
Yeah, just offside. A little too ambitious. A little too rambunctious.
Colorado feeling that intensity. Trying to stay on top here at home, knowing that the conditions are in their favor.
Yeah, especially with the turf. Makes things a lot more difficult in terms of fatigue. Obviously both these teams from Colorado, not altitude not a factor, but
excellent headbutt by Beck.
Yeah, turf of Kitchfield, not the most fun to play on. In my experience, haven't really played a lot on Kit Field.
Even running across it, any turf field for that matter, has always been a little rough.
Yeah, I do wonder how those football guys are dealing with the field, the turf of Prentup Field. Pardon me.
Yeah.
Or of a Folsom Field. Goodness.
Yeah. Prentup is one of the few remaining on this campus that still has grass. Of course, the lower practice fields, they've got the one turf for football and two natural grass. And
you know what I must say? Prentup, prettiest field on campus.
Absolutely.
Not even a question. I love me some Folsom as we looks like we have got a water break give the Bears some much-needed rest.
Absolutely.
The Buffs some time to regroup, rethink some things. Clock is still running actually. We'll see if it ends up stopping.
It's going to
We'll
keep
have to
running.
just see. Yeah, we'll keep running for now. Maybe they'll reset it at a certain point. We'll just have to wait and see.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, back to that discussion about Prenta, because I love me a natural grass field that is just well kept, and the gardening department here at CU did an amazing job with Folsom over the past several decades, and then they just got rid of it. Even Coach Deion Sanders has talked about how much he appreciated and loved how well kept Folsom is, the practice fields as well. I mean, those I still believe are grass besides the IPF. But you go to Prenta, and it's just an amazing setting. You get to see the Flatiron, especially when it gets cold. You can see some snow up there. Just an amazing setting and an amazing venue for some soccer. This one obviously has seen much improved over the past few years. They added, the paint, the big CU logo in the middle. Kittredge Field, they've done a lot to help out Kit over the past few years, and it looks really nice. Though again, I'm a natural grass guy. I always will be. So no disrespect to the surface these guys are playing on today, but Prenta, I mean, come on.
Prenta is peak. I will agree with you there, Harrison. I mean, a few times, like back during my track days, I mean, just warming up on the turf during meets, it was rough, and just about every field in the county I grew up in was turf. And I mean, my high school was the first to get a turf field, but so they replaced it about a decade ago. But once I started my senior year, it really started to kind of show its age. I mean, it was still pretty nice, but nonetheless, I much prefer warming up on natural grass.
Oh yeah, I mean, now we've actually got a little breeze now, and a little bit of cloud cover. So hopefully that can help out our camera, who's probably the most crying for help of us all.
Yep.
But for these players, I mean, turf just it makes it hotter, makes it a little more uncomfortable. Obviously, there's the injury factor that ties into how people feel about playing on turf.
Absolutely. I mean, look at these statistics. I'm going to have to pull it up a little bit later, but I mean, turf causes 1,000 times more injuries than natural grass, and I mean, we've heard that the NFL really, or actually, not even that, but MLS and even FIFA, they've really harped on that when it comes to soccer. So that's why when the United States, Canada, Mexico, they host the 2026 FIFA World Cup, some stadiums that have turf fields were chosen as the hosts, and they're gonna have to put in. I haven't been keeping up with this, but definitely gonna have to change their field surface in order to be able to host those events.
Well, I know a lot of them are climate controlled, so that makes it a little different. The indoors doesn't change the weather factor, but obviously, with the injury concern, I wouldn't even want to take a jog around MetLife.
Oh boy, yeah.
I can't imagine how Giants and Jets players feel having to play that on that field for half a season, and just I'm glad Saquon Barkley went to the Eagles. I'll just say that. I'm pretty sure Lincoln Financial's natural grass.
Pretty sure. Yeah, MetLife, the largest stadium in the NFL by capacity, and you're expected to have an amazing grounds crew. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but nonetheless, play resumes here at Kit. And that's number 42 for Colorado. We've got a couple subs in.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty much platoon swap besides the keeper. Hendrickson still back there. For the most part, an entirely new roster out onto the field, but the exact same for the Bears. Actually, it looks like we still got Trent Wabshall out there, the captain, one of the several on Team White.
Noko kicks this one way downfield and way wide of the net to the left, chasing it down. Number 14 for Noko, 28 for Colorado.
Sorry to hit at that soft spot earlier. I wasn't sure if you were a Giants fan, being from New York.
I did grow up a Giants fan, Harrison, but I mean, it's been a rough couple of years for sure. But obviously, my senior year of high school, they nearly went to the Super Bowl, but yeah, that was fun to see them beat the Vikings at my friend's wedding, but yeah, it's been a rough couple of years, but
Oh, ball coming over here.
ball coming way out, and it will hit
It's far.
the bumper of this poor little Subaru.
Thankfully, not my Subaru. 'Cause
Thankfully not
mine,
yours.
mine is right by the stadium, or right by the field, so have to hope for the best there.
Fortunately, it's right behind our table here. Hopefully that serves as some protection. Colorado penetrating Noko's zone yet again, but it's cleared out immediately. Comes Northern Colorado.
I heard some giggling from under the table there. I did want to shout out all the people that were with us today. Brittany Garcia has been on the social media, killing it all day long.
She's been killing it all weekend, ladies and gentlemen. It's a football game yesterday, giving us great coverage. She's
And
bracing the elements.
Of course, and then we got Jackie Rivera working on the camera right now, and of course Nick, our producer, currently with us now. And then of course last game we had Paxton and Ryan on the call. Called an excellent game.
Absolutely. We've got a bunch of new people who have joined SBS this year. Great to see the young talent really coming in. See what they can bring to
We had
us.
quite a recruiting cycle, I'll say that.
Absolutely. Holy cow. Kept in the zone now. Here's number 41. That is Hayden Roberts. Centering pass out. They score! Colorado with a 4-0 lead, courtesy of number 38, whose name I do not have at the moment, folks. I do apologize.
Yeah, we have 36 and 37, but no 38. Yeah, unfortunately couldn't catch it on camera. The camera's still freezing. Maybe we'll get a snapshot. Get your cameras out for if it skips forward to when that goal went in.
Our photographers are out here getting the best shots that they can, so that will be up on our social media platforms later today.
Yeah,
Up on
shout
our
out to all the
Instagram.
photographers. We had probably about 4 or 5. We got Nick Rauscher right to my, pretty much 10 feet to my right, taking in all the action.
Doing an incredible job. Ooh, we got 2 Nicks in the club and 2 Xaviers in the club now.
Yeah, we did have an Xavier as one of the photographers today. Then, of course, our women's basketball beat writer.
But we love you all.
Yeah, we gotta make some good conversation. It's 4-0. Unfortunately, I must say, I hope there are no NoCo fans watching right now because it has been quite an ugly performance. They've done their darndest. They obviously are only playing with 11 right now, no others. We weren't sure if they had a full roster at first because there were some that don't even have jerseys and don't have numbers on the backs of their shirts. So
Yeah, it's a bit of a challenge with these smaller schools, I feel like, especially. Because NoCo, obviously not as big as CU. We've got a great presence.
yeah, just
with
the
all our
club
club
sports in general. I mean,
Oh, a car just took a big hit from that pass out of bounds.
feels like
Oof.
we're back at Scott Carpenter.
Oh boy, those baseball days, man! I can't tell you how terrified I was being parked in that lot just outside of right field. But nonetheless, the vehicle looks to be okay, and play resumes. In the corner now is number 41. Another goal for Colorado. That's number 41, Hayden Roberts, who had an assist on the previous goal for the Buffaloes inside of 14 minutes to go here at half number 1.
Yeah, 5-0 Colorado. Looks like Trent Robshaw's finally going to get some rest. Not number 46 checking in, but
Yeah, Captain.
yeah, the Buffs just look very casual, making it look easy out there so far.
Yeah.
For NoCo, I mean, it's got to start from the back. You've got to have good defensive plays to maintain possession, piece together something, at least to get on the board. And once you're on the board, you know you can score. Right now, they're fighting the mental aspect of, can this team score? And if they can piece something together here, then it could open up things for later.
Yeah, absolutely. They had their moments earlier in this first half. Some great defensive plays, breaking up those passes. Another beautiful save by Henriksen. Comes racing out. This one's kicked way out of bounds
Yeah, looks
to the left corner.
Patrician looks a little shaken up there. Had to chase down. Might have caught a boot to the abdomen or something like that.
Oh boy.
Looks to be okay though.
So he's back on his feet. It'll be a corner kick. It looks like. Listen, this one went out toward the parking lot.
Actually, I don't believe this is a corner because no one is lining up for it. Just looks like it went far, far out of bounds.
Really far.
It'll be a throw in for Colorado.
Yep, Hendrickson will.
Actually, a
take
goal
this
kick.
one. Or goal kick here for Hendrickson. And it's taken by number 42 for the Buffaloes.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, please bear with us. We're dealing with some heat today. Camera, not exactly cooperative. We're gonna get a tent out here next time so we can figure things out.
Charging down the other way, it's number 38 for Colorado. Takes a shot and scores.
That's a brace for him. Another factor today, I think, is just size. Buffs have a very big front line, just kind of outclassing the Bears right now. It's 6-0, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon.
So here comes Northern Colorado, looking to penetrate the Buffalo zone yet again. Dropping back is number 10 toward his zone. Pass out to his teammate, out of the air now. Headbutt by number 42 for Colorado, trying to take it the other way. Ball is still loose, but it stays with the Bears. So down is number 2 for the Buffaloes. Chance here for Colorado, centering pass, broken up and intercepted by Colorado, but taken away again by Bears, number 10. Number 35 for Colorado, that's Thomas Parmeswar, and I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing anybody's names.
Yeah, and taking another look, I believe the Bears only have 9 today. So that might explain some things. I could have sworn they had 11 at the start of today's game. Obviously, there have been no red cards or nothing, but
Yeah,
playing very much undermanned.
absolutely. Definitely not the fairest advantage, but it's going to be an offside called against the Buffaloes.
Yeah, let me count. The goalkeeper, we got 2 back there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, they only have 9. Unfortunate for the Bears, they have 14 on the roster, but showing their outnumberedness right now. I don't know if that's an exact adjective. Unfortunate for the Bears that they couldn't quite galvanize a full roster for today, a full starting 11, but
Charging down the other way is number 41 again. That is Hayden Roberts, and he'll take a shot. And did it make it in?
Yes,
it did. It is 7-0 Colorado now, I believe, inside 9.5 to go. Hayden Roberts, really with those incredible plays, 2 assists and 2 goals on the day, I believe, just in the later half of this first half here. And his team
yeah,
at
no
number
co-keeper
38.
doing what he can, but not looking like having the most fun day right now. Having to just lean against the post.
At midfield now will be Noko's ball.
Hoping his offense, or at least his team, can maintain possession, letting 2 men down.
They've had their moments for sure. Holding on in the Buff zone. They've had one really good scoring opportunity that was broken up. Florida's defense all over this.
Yeah, and at any level of this sport, I mean, if you're playing 2 men down, it's a complete disadvantage. It's hard to win any game, 11 versus 9.
Centering pass out from Roberts to his teammate, and that shot way high and wide over the net. Oh man!
I do wonder if there is a mercy rule today.
It is quite possible. We will see. There's 8 minutes to go here in half number 1. See what the officials decide.
We obviously have had plenty of mercy rule finishes in club baseball.
Oh, absolutely. Number 27 rushing downfield. That play is broken up and into the right corner now for number 10 on Northern Colorado. A bit of a collision and ball out of bounds, and will be kicked in by number 4. It was thrown in rather. Buffalo's out in front. Great defensive play by the Bears. Back it goes into the right corner.
Yeah, and for the Bears, I mean, you go into a game, the mentality is obviously a big thing. You're going 11 versus 9. You're thinking, you know, we're down 2 guys. We got to play defensive. Got to just park the bus, as they say. But unfortunately, that hasn't quite worked out for them, because you also have to worry about putting together some attacking runs, working off the counterattack. But there really just hasn't been any form of counterattack for NoCo today.
So NoCo clearing their zone finally. Much needed relief. And here comes Colorado coming back the other way.
I mean, you have to work off the counter, but it's made harder by the lack of bodies. I mean, just looks like black shirts everywhere today.
Absolutely. A little kick from the right side by number 27 for Colorado. And zone cleared by the Bears yet again. 6:20 to go here in half number 1.
I believe we have the scoreboard correct with the time of everything on our broadcast. But apologies again. The action on the camera not quite aligned.
Yeah, this camera's really being pushed hard on the little Canon XA65 here. It's an excellent camera. We've used it several times for broadcasting. I've used it for filming video packages. Great little camcorder, but it does not like the heat, that's for sure.
I guess we could, with 5 minutes to go in the first half, since we did talk about the NFL earlier, we could just talk about that. First NFL Sunday of the year. My Saints unfortunately fell short. But looking at Travis Hunter making his debut, a Colorado athlete with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Currently, I believe he was a backup cornerback, situational cornerback, but has 5 catches for 28 yards thus far. That game was delayed due to weather, but 8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter there. Jags up 20-3.
Travis Hunter, of course, our 2024 Heisman Trophy winner. First time since Rashawn Salam in 1994 that Colorado has seen a Heisman winner. And he was just incredible to watch my first 2 years, and Harrison, your first. Oh yeah, my first 2 years, and
my second 2.
Yep, second 2. Yep.
I came here 1-11. Didn't have much hope for the sports atmosphere on campus, but in general, from everywhere from club soccer, Team Black to the black and gold on Folsom Field, this has been a bit of a revolution, a renaissance era of Colorado Buffaloes athletics. I mean, we haven't seen much of note since the 1990s, with the women's basketball, along with obviously the football, winning a national championship 1991. Soccer team coming up strong on the varsity front as well, unbeaten thus far, playing at Wisconsin, I believe today.
Yeah, I believe so. And unfortunately, from what I'm hearing from our producer Nick Evans, they took the loss to the Badgers. Unfortunately, we'll have a score update for you momentarily.
Oh yeah, it was a 1-0 loss. Unfortunate because the Buffs offense has looked incredible, running at a historic rates so far. So a shutout, never what you want to see.
Absolutely. I mean,
you got to look at Hope Leba, Jace Holly. They've been on quite a run. I mean, even without Shira James came back last year. Oh, what a shot.
Another goal for Colorado right into the top right corner of the net, and it's 8-0 Buffaloes. 3 minutes to go in half number 1.
Yeah, these must have been dominant. They've just been relentless in their attack. Obviously, you go up maybe 3-0, then your own team thinks about parking the bus, but they haven't let up, haven't let their guard down, even with the numbers advantage the entire way. They've kept attacking, and probably the most impressive shot of the day there. A lot of these goals have been, somewhat just catching the goalkeeper out of position, getting behind the defense, but defense was around there. It was just a well-placed ball.
Absolutely. I mean, Wilco still doing the best with what they have. Now Colorado breakaway play here into the right side. Number 27 takes a shot and another goal.
Yeah, that's it. That's at least a hat trick for him. It's hard to keep up at this point.
Yeah, it's number 27. We don't have his number matched with a name, unfortunately.
Yeah, but one-on-one with the keeper there, went off to his near post, beat him in that way, but obviously the threat of another Buffalo, I believe it was Hayden Roberts, the opposite side of the net, making the goalkeeper think pretty hard about it. So for the Buffs, this game's about a wrap already. Not even a halftime whistle yet, but for NoCo, you have to think of the consolations. You have to think of getting on the board, playing some strong defense, maybe trying to pitch a second half shutout, getting this break and resetting, going out with a different mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is rough seeing your season open up quite like this, but nonetheless, they've held their own. They've done the best with what they have. And now Colorado looking to respond. Yet again, zone is cleared. Chasing it down is Roberts. Roberts flushes on the goalkeeper, and he's going to take a shot, and it's 10-0 Colorado with 60 seconds to go. That is Hayden Roberts with his first hat trick of the game and of the season.
Yeah, that one close to being called off sides, but Roberts in good position. Makes it double digits now for CU as the first half winds down.
So as we round the half-minute mark.
Yeah, another difference today has been really just the communication. You really haven't seen a ton. I mean, even when you're down to 9, you have to have your head on a swivel at all times. You have to be constantly in communication with your teammates and calling out things, calling for balls. This Buffs, all 3 club Buffs teams on the soccer front have been having excellent communication. That one a little bit of a miscommunication on offside as the first half comes to an end.
Looks like women's soccer starting to arrive for their matchup later today.
Is it Kit? I could have sworn it was at Southern
Probably the lower
Fields.
practice fields. I'm not quite sure, but nonetheless, whether they're here to play or just cheer on the men's team, they're showing up.
Yeah, it
That
looks
was
like
awesome to
they're
see.
starting to get ready. I believe it's a scrimmage between Team White and Gold, or maybe I'm forgetting if they have silver instead of white.
Yeah, I believe it is. So we will head into halftime. We've got about 10 minutes until half number 2 comes out. We'll see what UNC decides to do coming back from a 10-point deficit in about 10 minutes. Stick around.
We are back here at Kittredge Field. It is 10-0 Colorado Team White over the Northern Colorado Bears. Men's club soccer action here for you. And at this point, we're kind of just sitting down. We're kind of just chilling because that's where we're at this point in the game. Buffalo's mopping the floor with the Bears over the past 45 minutes, who are down to 9 men, unfortunately undermanned, and are showing every bit of it.
It's unfortunate to see, especially since quite a few players. It's about trying to see how many I can spot with jerseys. It looks like we've got about 3, and the others just playing with white T-shirts. So I mean, it's tough to see. Not having a full roster coming down here to Boulder, but looks like the communication between Bears players is starting to pick up a little bit.
Yeah, trying to come out of the half with a little bit of a spark. Obviously playing down 10, pretty much an insurmountable deficit, but they can put up some goals, get something rolling. Who knows? As Nick shakes his head at me.
Yeah, Nick's like, no way, man.
Second half was underway. Noko had it for a minute. Buffs take control. Now a battle on our far side. And CU resets.
Yeah, fans starting to get vocal here in the second half as well.
Yeah, they've got to do something. I'm sure there's some Northern Colorado fans here that are upset with that half. Definitely want a better effort. Collision there, whistle, and it'll be the Buffs' ball after foul in Northern Colorado. CU, over half their goals came from, it looked like it was kind of their bench squad they pulled out there after there was a timeout called, water break, something of the sort. Now the starter's back on as this ball nicely in. Grant Coleman in on goal, and it's stopped.
Coleman.
Sliding save by Noko's keeper.
Yes, Coleman back in the game for Colorado, charging down that right side, and looks like he showed a little bit of mercy as it was a fantastic save by the Noko goalkeeper. And
yeah, corner kick opportunity. Coleman had Carson Abbott on his opposite side, chose to just take it himself. Now the Buffs with a set piece. Ball lofting in, header, and it poked in. It was just poked over. I gotta stand up now. What a save, best of the day by either side. And they'll reset for another corner. Beautiful looking header. But the Bears keeper was right on it.
Sun coming back out here at Kidd Field. Definitely feeling it now, especially on the back of my legs.
Same here.
No matter how much I slather, it still manages to penetrate that layer.
Yeah, we're getting a good tan today.
Absolutely. I know in the next few days it'll look pretty good, but it's gonna hurt later tonight for sure, especially when I take that shower.
Another corner opportunity for Colorado. Can't apologize if there were some technical difficulties with the camera. Taken short, near post, corralled by the keeper.
Number 40 with that corner kick. UNC takes possession.
Buffs looking very sharp today, but nice defensive possession for the Bears. Whistle stays with Northern Colorado. Looks to be a long ball headed towards their attacking third. Headed out. Nice play. Fight for possession. Looks like it'll stay with Northern Colorado for now. Pitch over the top. Taken near the edge of the goalie box. Inside. Here's the best chance of the day for Northern Colorado, but it's put wide. Henderson didn't have to deal with it. Finally, a little bit of life from these Bears as they try to get on the board. Right now, just kind of playing for pride.
Absolutely.
About 5 minutes down here in the second half. Kieran, what do you think that halftime speech was? Actually, wait for a second. Nice effort by NoCo's back line. Beat Carson Abbott to that long ball. Loose ball taken by the Buffs. Now they'll slow things down around midfield. Trying to take this attack wide. Hard slide tackle. No whistle though, but it will be a corner kick, I believe.
Going back to your point, Harrison, about that halftime speech, I mean, if you're on that Northern Colorado bench, obviously being down so many players, I mean, I think communication is really going to be the key. You got to set up some good attack runs and just make sure that your teammates know what you're doing. So, I think just restoring that spark, especially when you go down 10-0. I mean, Colorado has not had a scoring chance thus far.
Yeah, they've gotten close.
Certainly.
Just had a corner kick just go a little bit too over the top. But they remain in control in their attacking end, or their attacking third.
Yeah, I think Northern Colorado's strategy here is just going to be pitching a shutout and hopefully get a couple points on the board to narrow this gap from double digits.
Yeah, you definitely want to make the score look a little more digestible. But either way, it's been a hard pill to swallow for the Bears tonight. Abbott trying to tangle his way out of two Bears, but it cleared away for a moment. Now here's the Buffs again. Long shot taken and punched away. Another nice save, as it was a well-placed ball headed towards that high corner. But Bears defense, shout out to them. They've come to play. They've shown up this half so far as we are nearing the 37-minute mark in terms of time remaining.
Fans being vocal here in the stands. The crowd that is left here.
Yeah, we'll say it wasn't more of fans, it was more just a fan being vocal. But hey, they'll take what they can get.
Yep, absolutely. Bears are definitely going to need that. Anything to spark some action. Spark some motivation, especially.
Buffalo's looking for a ball in. Looking for Abbott. Pass was off. It will be a throw-in from deep in the Buffs' attacking area. From near that near corner.
So that near corner on the left side. Just under 10 minutes gone by here in half number 2. Colorado's going to kick this one in as number 36. That is Trent Wabshaw, the captain.
He threw it in. Now started to get taken away by NoCo, but Buffs will retain possession. Looks like they'll have a free kick here, a bit of an awkward angle, but just outside the box. Number 4 to take it. Now they bring in 40 as a second guy to possibly take it as well. They'll go straight on, looking for that near post. Not that close. after this, Team White will return next Sunday at 4 p.m. to play Regis. Then heading on the road week after that, play CSU. Just 3 home games on their schedule. Last of which being October 12th at noon against Colorado Christian. And you just saw Team Black beat CSU 1-0 as this corner's in, headed away. Back out, looking for a cross. Some physical defense and another whistle.
That was one of the most physical plays we've seen all day. Not a whole lot of chipping after the fact, thankfully.
As I said, Team Black will return also Sunday at 2 p.m. against Colorado College. And Team Gold, the highest level of CU Club men's soccer, on the road at Wyoming today. But their home opener will be actually pretty soon, this Thursday at 7 against the Colorado School of Mines. Make that this Friday, pardon me.
Yeah, Harrison, you got to say, there's a lot of away games on all of our club sports schedules this season.
Yeah, I do have to say that. I mean, when you talk about what might interfere with next week's club sports coverage of soccer, is hockey. They have some home games, D1, but then they're away until around late October, isn't that right?
That's correct. Yeah, I believe November even. I mean, I know women's is coming back kind of
Yes.
later in October, so we'll have some action there, but not quite the way we want to start off our year. But
definitely.
nonetheless, I mean, they're getting some playing time, and that'll be excellent to cover here in the coming months.
Yeah, starting on the road, then we'll get to more of those home games as here come the Buffs, a little bit of a 3-on-2. Nice little battle. There's a shot, too much mustard on it. Approaching 33 minutes to go here at Kidd Field, 10-0 Colorado. We saw 10 goals in the first half, but nothing for either side so far, as NOCO's been playing without 2 of their guys, actually without 5 of their guys on their listed roster, but only had 9 today, so outnumbered, but playing with some heart here in the second half. Now ball headed over to us, kicked over by Brittany, and unfortunately that one didn't quite go right back to him. But they'll keep the clock running as the Buffs make some substitutions. I'm glad Nick didn't hear that. Throw in for UNCO. Actually, I'm still waiting on that sub. Looked like there was a goalie change for CU. Ryan Hendrickson departs. Bryce Whalen in the pink. Here comes Abbott on our near side, looking across. And that's Roberts with another goal. Hayden Roberts on fire today. Opens the second half scoring. It's 11-0 CU.
That's his 4th of the day. Love to see him getting some more play time, but it looks like maybe subbed out. No. He will stay in.
Yeah, another substitution.
Yep.
He's been on fire. He's deserved some rest.
Oh boy. He only played in the last 25 minutes or so of half number 1. But nonetheless, he's seeing a little bit of playing time here to start the second half.
NOCO trying to push it back to him. Whalen gets it away.
That's the pressure we need to see from the Bears coming in.
Looks like we had Alex Roberts, our former associate producer, one of our best play-by-play guys of all time. Had to stop in, check in on the stream. He is in disbelief that it was 10-0 at one point today.
We love you, Alex.
Whistle there. It'll go back to the Bears. Look like it might have been an offside. a rough run for these Bears. They've battled in it. Just one goal allowed this half, as opposed to the Avalanche they had in a pretty lifeless looking first half. They've looked much more energized. And hey, that's something they could take away from today, as this ball's headed down, Buffs with a chance. Battle for it. A nice defense to just get it back for a corner by UNCO.
15 minutes gone by here in half number 2.
Corner upcoming for the Buffs. Hey, if you're the Bears here, you gotta come away with, hey, so far we've had a stretch where you just have played solid defense. You gotta just take what you did in that stretch, extrapolate it over the full season, and this could be a solid team. I mean, this is a team with 9 guys right now.
We'll see if they add more over the course of the season. It'd be nice to see.
I'm sure they have a full roster. I mean, the roster had 14. There may have just been 5 guys that couldn't make the trip for one reason or another. That ball
kicked right into
off
the
the
light
pole
post.
to our right, yeah. Yeah, I must say, much better communication, much better, in terms of just playing defensive, deterring things. By these Bears, still have only had maybe 1 or 2 decent opportunities at a goal. While the Buffs have had plenty of possession, they've still looked solid.
Number 2.
Pass down to the far side. Max Roberts beats him and plows it in.
Oh boy.
Make it a dozen for the Buffs. Max Roberts, his first of the day. Just a blast with his left foot.
That was a rocket. We had not seen a shot like that all day in either game.
Yeah, I don't know if we needed to do all that to get it in.
That was
But with 28 minutes to go, Colorado 12, Northern Colorado 0.
that was a flamethrower. Holy smokes. Hopefully the Bears can take that, turn that into some rage and try to get back on the board here. We'll see what happens. Their defense being tested yet again by Colorado. There's Hayden Roberts coming up now.
Aaron pass by the keeper. Roberts puts it into the corner. Another goal. A Baker's dozen now.
Oh boy.
I'm sure the scoreboard operator's just got his finger hovering over at this point.
Exactly.
Maybe a little less so this half,
Yeah.
but
Last half was like, especially in the last 15 minutes or so, they were just one after the other for the Buffs.
the Buffs have been pressing. Just continue to open up this lead. And as we said before, this will be the conclusion of our broadcast today. UNCO trying to get it, with just too many black jerseys in the area. Team White takes control. Roberts pitches this one over. Flag is raised though. Bears keeper beat him, but it would have been an offside either way. This has been a team effort, so we got to shout out the guys that don't have their numbers at this point. We've mentioned before, we tried to guess who one of them was. I think I might have just found one out. So 34, I heard someone say Josh. So there's Joshua Bedler. So I'm gonna just put him as 34 for now.
Let's do it.
So shout out Joshua Bedler. Then there's Eduardo Salinas Areola. Ben Huang, Gabriel Mash, Owen Ooms, Stefano Curto, Jack Engstrom, Danny Ganelis, and Julian Ettinger.
Speaking of that, a big
Collision
collision on
Near the
the
keeper, though.
UNC goaltender. Holy cow. Played to the corner there. And number 27 for Colorado. And
Yeah, Bear shaking up down there. He's all right, though. Gives a thumbs up. As it will be a corner kick for the Buffs. They lead 13-0. 25 minutes left here at Kidd Field in Boulder. Soaring kick. And wow, what a header. That's Max Roberts again.
so his second of the day. Hold up. Oh, never mind. Scratch that.
Was that a goal?
Oh, yes it was. A little late putting it
Yeah, a
on
little
the
late
board.
on the scoreboard. Had to check with the
Score-
referee real quick.
Yep, scorekeeper's caught a little bit off guard.
And unfortunately, UNCO Bears had a hard time getting up after that one. It's been a rough day for him back there. Can't put all the blame on him with not very many defenders in front of him or source of offense. Bears look to try to piece something together. Heads outside, out of bounds. Max Roberts takes this. Head throw in.
So that's Josh Beadler, number 34. He's charging out towards center, and we get a whistle.
Yeah, they played advantage for a moment, but big collision over there once again. At this point, you kind of just got to hope nobody gets hurt.
Absolutely.
You got to just hope it's a clean game, nothing dirty.
I haven't seen too many dirty plays here today, if any.
No, it's been too conservative of a game in terms of physicality.
Yeah, I'll second that statement.
But it's been tough. I mean, you don't want to get your guys hurt when you're down 2 guys already if you're UNCO. And for the Buffs, I mean, you're playing at a numbers advantage. You have to imagine they're just trying to play clean, nothing fancy, just play simple. As the advice often was to Team Black that played before this was play simple, just simplify the attack. It worked out for them, at least defensively, and got them a 1-0 victory just before this broadcast against Colorado State. But Team White now going to start their season 1-0.
Absolutely. These were 2 vastly different games for sure. As you said, Harrison, you got 1-0 in the Rocky Mountain Showdown earlier today, and you got a 14-0 against the Bears of Northern Colorado, another in-state rival.
Yeah, Team White showed Team Black rather, showed a lot of defensive acumen. I mean, they've now yet to give up a goal through 2 games. They went to Mines yesterday and had a scoreless draw there. Got their first win today, and now Team White well on their way, up by 2 touchdowns. Buffs on the attack again, but runs right into a defender. UNCO trying to piece together something. Long ball, kind of had to throw it off his back foot, didn't quite have enough on it. Buffs take back over. Ball heads out of bounds, Roberts the throw. Hayden Roberts, that is. Buffs looking for 15, with number 15 on the ball. Max Roberts had it taken away. Now back out for the Buffs to rewind and reset. Over to Hayden Roberts. He looks for something and just dishes it off to a teammate. This ball's in. But stout defense, sturdy approach by UNCO there, and they leave the Buffs with nothing. Approaching 20 minutes to go in this game.
Cloud cover starting to move back in, move
Yeah, we got-
north here.
The wind kind of picking up on us.
Wind is blowing from the east, as it often does in these parts, but the cloud cover really is just on the south end of Boulder near Table Mesa, which is south of our campus a little ways. But I just see it making its way up here. And
Yeah, ever
giving-
so gently.
giving
Weather
us some cover.
nicening up on us.
You can see the towers of Stearns and Darley out in Williams Village glowing in the sunlight. So inside of 20 minutes to go now in half number 2, and looks like we're getting a water break.
Yeah, it looked like we had a little stoppage. And it appears both sides will head to their benches, at least for now. Clock will continue to run as we'll see if they may call it. Not sure if they're allowed to. Obviously, this game decided long ago. But we'll be back here next week to cover some Colorado Buffaloes hockey. And we'll be live from the rec center. I'm sure you're excited for that, huh, Kieran?
Yes, sir. It's going to be really exciting to get back into those games. It'll be myself, Aiden Glockner on the call, and we'll have a number of other of our crew members, which will be decided within the coming days, coming out to the rec as well for our first match of hockey of the season.
Yeah, and we'll see Aiden Glockner for the first time in quite a while. Studied abroad last year, but makes his return as the Buffaloes return to the pitch. Obviously, UNCO might want a little bit more of a break, having to play
It looks like they
every
do.
second of this game.
And their goalkeeper especially just taking a little breather.
Yeah, I
for-
kind of wish they could have just changed shirts, have somebody else, take that spot, just to
Yeah.
kind of take the pressure off of them. Because a
Yeah.
day like today is unfortunately a demoralizer for UNCO. It's been an ugly showing, and for them, they'll have to just reset, try to find some sorts of answers. Hopefully, some more players
Absolutely.
next time they take the field.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Like when they head back home to Greeley, and next week when they return, well, I'm pretty sure they return to the field yet again. We'll see if they have their full roster out there, and they'll finally get to. They'll have at least they'll have 3 subs with a 14-man roster. But we got 15 minutes to go here in half number 2. We just passed that point. But we'll see what happens going forward this season. Interesting day here for the Bears coming here to Boulder.
Looks like there's some discussion now midfield. Not quite sure what this would lead to.
Could be talking about a mercy rule. We're not quite sure.
Well, the clock is still running, so either way, there's only about 14 and a half minutes to go.
But it looks like the huddle's
They
been
did pause it
broken.
for a moment, but a long, long timeout as the Buffs and Bears retake the field, play out these final 14 minutes.
But Harrison, you were talking a little bit earlier about the possibility of rain today. If you look south, there's a
Yeah,
bit of
definitely some
there's
rain.
definitely a curtain of rain down toward Superior and
Thankfully-
Arvada.
Thankfully, didn't interfere with today. I mean, I know it was hot. I know we had the camera issues, but rain, much more risky. I mean, that can damage equipment, especially without our tent. We would have to probably head home if that were the case.
Absolutely.
It would have missed at least one good game. Not to discount any of the efforts by the men today, but just would have missed one competitive affair.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll put it that way. As the Buffs have been absolutely dominant. Bears, unfortunately, I mean, it was really out of their control. These guys just making the best of what they can, having to play down 2 men. Ball heads out of bounds. Approaching 13 to go. Throw in for the Bears. Buffs take it here. Coleman recovers the lofting ball. Now Coleman takes it right near us, down our near side. Looking for a through ball. He's got it, but an offside is the official's decision. So it will go back to the Bears. Both sides trying to form up as Bears keeper just takes it down. Bears just battling for some form of consolation today. And they can say they, had a better defensive half, at least so far, unless the Buffs pour it on in these last 11 minutes. But they can come away with saying, hey, obviously first half we wanted to forget all about it, but there's some things we did well in the second half defensively that, you can take with you to next week. I mean, considering only their 9 guys, obviously having some players back will help in future games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, only 4 goals allowed here in half number 2. I mean, I'm sure that's more than what they wanted. They were hopefully, I think during halftime they were pitching that shutout in the second half. That did not come to fruition, and they were not able to put any points on the board as of yet. We still have 11 minutes until this game comes to a close.
Yeah, and if there's anything you can say, it's still the very beginning of the year for both of these squads. I mean, obviously there's a lot you can come away with and not like today, but plenty of time to work on that throughout the season. As keeper almost lost it for a moment, and now gets it away to Coleman. Bryce Whalen just kind of playing with fire there. Now they'll put it down our near side, and another offside. As we hit the 10-minute mark, Buffaloes and the Bears men's club soccer. It has been a doozy. But for the Buffs, it has been quite the showing, as their offenses looked on point first half, putting up 10 goals, 4 in the second half, and not allowing the Bears any breathing room to score any of their own. Attempted flick, now a battle to our far side nearing the out of bound line, but taken away by the Bears. Bears trying to just get anything, and just Buffs not having it, not even letting them to get some make-a-wish goal here or anything. Buffs on the attack again. And there's a shot just wide by Abbott. Yeah, that was, again, kind of phrased wrong. I'll say, let them get on the board a little. But I guess, you got to always come away with, hey, did we pitch a shutout? Looks like the Buffs are going to do that today.
So 8:40 here in half number 2. And UNCO's goalkeeper will fire this one into the corner.
Ugh. That's been about the summary of the day for UNCO. I mean, just kind of